Murphy. Welcome to another session in our Entity Framework course series. In today's video, we will discuss lazy loading, what it is, how it works, and how you implement it in your application. So if you're interested in improving the performance of your Entity Framework core query, this is video for you. So now, what is exactly is lazy loading? So lazy loading is a feature in the Entity Framework core that delays the loading from related data until it's accepted for the first time. So it can improve your application performance by only loading the data when it's actually needed. So in this session, we are going to explore how lazy loading works and how you can implement it in your projects. So before we dive into lazy loading, let's quickly review the free loading strategies available in the Entity Framework core. So we have an eager loading, which load all valid data upfront. So second, then there are explicit loading, which lets you load the data manually at the later point. Okay, lazy loading will load the data when it's first accessed. So lazy loading is a great scenario where you don't want to pull all the related data immediately. So Entity Framework core create what called the proxy for your entity classes. Okay, so this proxy monitors when a related related entity and such as a navigation property is accepted. So the first time you accept the property, a query is sent to the database to fetch the related data. For example, if you have an employee entity and you try to access an employee detail, lazy loading will trigger a SQL to a query to load those details only when needed. So when we talk about implementing the lazy loading, we talk about how you can implement lazy loading in your project. That you have to think that you need to install Microsoft Entity Framework core proxy package. So once that's done, you will need to modify your DB content configuration, and then I will show you later. So just have an overview concept now. So let's you make sure that the navigation properties are declared as a virtual. So here, this is the virtual here. So this allows Entity Framework core to create proxy for those property and enable lazy loading. So once the setup is set up, lazy loading is ready to go. So regarding the advantages and disadvantages of the lazy loading, let's think about the pros and cons of lazy loading. So advantages of lazy loading is optimize the performance of lazy loading data only when it's actually needed. It reduces the memory usage since unnecessary data is loaded. But the disadvantages have two. Upon it can lead to what loaders at the n+1 problem. So where too many small queries are sent to the database, it may be harder to manage in a complex application, as it can result in more queries than you expected. So when to use lazy loading, so we should consider that lazy loading is ideal for scenario where related data is not always needed upfront. So it works great in applications with low to moderate capacity. Okay. And however, if your application frequency accept multiple related entity, you may want to reconsider using lazy loading, as it could lead to a efficiency query. So let's go back to have a look at the code first. This is a lazy loading function. So we kept some concept I mentioned before. In case of lazy loading, we related data is loaded from the database when navigation property is accessed, right? So and we also there are two different ways we can implement the lazy loading. One is lazy with the proxy, and the second is lazy loading without proxy. So we are talking about lazy loading with proxy. So you have to be aware that we are talking about lazy loading with proxy. Okay, so lazy loading can implement loading into a simple step. First step is to install the package. So the package is Microsoft .entity framework core .proxy. So and the second, you have to call the method use lazy loading proxy. Okay, and then when you okay that, you have to open the package management console. You can go to the tools and here, and then go to package, and then you can see the package management control, and then now we maybe other way we can use other way. Choose management package. Yeah. So you have to search framework core .proxy. Okay, so this one, so this one. Okay, so this is a entity framework proxy. Let me see. Yes, this is an entity framework proxy. So when you find this, you click this, and then click the install button to your project, because where I can install this. Yeah, because I already installed it before. So if you install that, you have to install the version which work with your existing entity framework version compatibility. So the compatibility is also need to be considered in this situation. Okay, so now this version is not support my existing entity framework core version. So that's fine. So go back to this. Yeah, we have to go to the FDB context here. FDB content. Okay. Before call to use the SQL Server, we have to call the method use the lazy loading proxy instead. So save the application now. After you update this line of code, you have to override the virtual method on configuring. So and then you call this, you type this command, type this code. So this code will this line of code will call the lazy loading with proxy. So so we have code using the lazy proxy. Then go back to here. So so because we have to do all this navigation property, we should be of the type the virtual in these cases. So I let's see. Let me double check. We have to double check that. Double check the here. We have this is virtual, so we have to double check. The virtual is for lazy loading, and then go back to the employee. So this is also is a virtual. Yeah, you have to double check that, make sure that this is virtual. So virtual always remember the entity framework code will enable easy loading for any navigation property that is virtual. So I make the employee navigation property virtual. I will open the employee class here. I will open here. So and then here, open here is a virtual. Okay. So so when you call your program, you will retrieve the data at the first time. So yes, this when you get the data, when this for loop get into this if condition, if the employee have data, then we'll retrieve the data, and then for the just retrieve the data in the first access time, and then he will get the data. He will display the data in this code, in this line of code. So I think this kind of setting is this lazy loading is simplify the development, simplify our code by automating loading related entity when we access this, so that and also reduce the memory usage when accessed. Okay, so this is very good. So once we access it, this line we will retrieve the data automatically. Okay. So thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please make sure that to check out the rest of the series on Entity Framework Core. So if you have any question, feel free to leave them in the comment. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.